this exercise, you're gonna start seated on the mat. I'm gonna have you place your feet together, your hands just behind your hips, and you're gonna press into the floor with your hands and lift your hips slightly off the floor. The next thing we're gonna do is extend your left leg straight out in front of you. You're gonna stay in a low dipped position here. Then what we're gonna do is move the knee into the chest, tucking and lifting the hips. Then you're gonna drop the hips again, extend the leg back out, rotate the leg, and then lift again, only in a turned out position, this time taking the knee towards the shoulder. So, lift, dip, rotate and lift, dip, lift, dip, rotate, and then you can do the same on the other side. This movement can also be done without any ankle weights at all. I would like for you to start in a kneeling position on all fours on the mat with your hands underneath your shoulders. You're going to extend your left leg behind you above your hip, and then here comes the tricky part. You're going to open up your shoulders and extend your left arm up to the ceiling, balancing. Now it gets even trickier. You're gonna hold this movement while you rock forward onto your knee and lift the straight leg up to the ceiling ever so slightly. Each time, try and hold a little more. We're gonna start here on all fours. You're gonna take your left knee and tuck it into your chest, extend it behind you, place it on the mat for a split second as you lift your right leg in an attitude position up to the ceiling. Press up into a downward dog position with the right hip open. So it's tuck, extend, drop, lift. Tuck, extend, drop, lift. For this movement, we are going to start getting in a little bit of a pretzel-like position. You're going to take your right leg underneath your left leg and grab the front of your right foot with your left arm. You're going to stack your hips and lower yourself to the mat, placing your right hand behind your head to support your neck. Your left leg is going to be lifted. I need you to keep the right leg in a nice stretch here, and we're really going to use our lower abdominals to let our top leg swing open and extend down against our front abdominal muscles. Everything here is really working, but it helps if you crunch up a little more as the leg extends out. For this movement, you will need a mat and 1.5 to 2.5 pound ankle weights. We are going to start in a crunch position here with our feet about shoulder width apart, knees bent, hands behind your head. You're going to take your left hand and grab your left ankle and your right ankle and place it on your left knee. You're going to crunch up. Hold the crunch, supporting your neck with your abs, and reach through the hole in between your legs here. So down and up. For this exercise, there's actually a lot of movement going on. So I'm going to have you start in a neutral position, just flat on your back on the mat with your legs straight in front of you. You're going to start this movement from your upper body. As soon as you engage your abs and get about halfway there, you're going to tuck your left leg into your hip and cross the right leg over the left, bowing down to your ankle and extending the right arm up to the ceiling. Then you're going to unfold back to your starting position and then repeat on the other side. I'm going to show you 3 very simple movements that you can work up to a jump, and you can put them together in a circuit style to one of your favorite songs and get started on showing up for your cardio. So I just want you to put your hands on your hips, and we're literally just going to take heel, heel, knee lift, and 2 jumping jacks. Okay, up to tempo. Here we go. And heel, heel, knee lift, jumping jack, jumping jack. You're going to start in a kneeling position with your knees together in a line, and your shoulders are going to be over your wrists. You're going to be in a nice neutral position. You're going to take your hips towards the back wall to where your knees are going to stack one on top of the other. So you're going to dip, supporting yourself with your right arm, with your back arm. You're going to dip your hips, come up to the starting position, and extend your left leg out to what I call an open diagonal position. So it's not straight to the side and it's not straight behind your butt. It's out on a diagonal from your hip, okay? And the momentum of this swinging of the hips really helps to make sure that the force of this movement ends up in a really key place in your butt. So this is a really good butt lifter right here. So drop the hips and extend up. You're going to start on your right elbow. So we're going to come down nice and comfortable, butt lifted up in the air. And you don't want to be down on your elbow too much. You want to be lifted through your shoulder girdle, supporting your neck and your spine. And your left hand is going to place itself right above the right hand, which is nicely laying on the ground, supporting you. What you're going to do is you're going to dip your hips towards the left arm. And so you're really going to feel this also in your bicep and your tricep in the supporting arm. So you're going to dip the weight of your hips down. You're going to pass through a neutral position, fold your body down on the back hip, and extend the left leg to an open diagonal position to the back, okay? It's not super lifted. I don't need a big pinch here. I just need a nice extension that is raised to the back. And you're gonna come up, rotate down, make sure that the left arm is bearing that weight, shift and extend. Up, dip, and extend. For this movement, you're going to need a mat and some ankle weights. I prefer 1.5 to 2.5 in weight. So we are going to start where you're going to be kneeling on your knees and your hands are going to be right underneath your shoulders. I would like for you to use your abs to support your back, but you don't have to curl up. You can be in a very natural, neutral position. You're going to lift one leg at a time. I'm going to start with my left leg. lift your knee, tuck it into your chest, and then you're gonna swing it and rotate the knee to the ceiling. And notice how my supporting leg also shifted position. And then you're gonna extend the leg straight up to the ceiling. So bend, shift the bottom supporting leg, extend, and return. So here and open. And you can do up to 30 reps of these on each side. For this movement, I would like for you to start down on the mat, flat on your back. We're gonna take your left leg slightly off center to the left and cross the right leg on top of it. So your spine is going to start nice and straight, and then it's going to favor the left at the hips. We are going to bend the right knee up, then the left knee up as we fully crunch up as when our spine is centered. Then we're going to drop the right leg and then the left leg on top, slightly off center, favoring the right. It's kind of like doing a pas de chat or a little cat leap in ballet. So you're going to come up, up, and down. Crunch up and down. For this exercise, you're going to need 3-pound weights, but you can feel free to go up to 5 pounds. I would like for you to start with your arms straight at your side, weights in hand, shoulders down, neck lifted. You're going to start by actually pressing your butt to the back wall while you drop your right arm. We're going to do one arm at a time. So drop the right arm, curl the weight up under your armpit, and then twist the wrist and press it to the ceiling. So drop, roll, lift. Drop, curl, press. For this movement, you're going to need a mat and 1.5 to 2.5 pound ankle weights. I'm going to take a few moments to get you into this position because it's kind of a tricky stabilizing position. So what I want to do is have you just reach your right arm out on the mat, extend your left leg out, and we're going to actually find a spot where the contact between the left hip and the left elbow is comfortable. So you just need to find the spot where that hip can actually rest on the elbow, kind of like when you're learning how to do a tripod as a child to get into a headstand. So we're just going to lean into that hip, and then when you're ready, raise the right leg, and you're going to place the right foot at the ankle of the left leg, and you're just going to hold that, really using the muscles in your right arm to stabilize and everything through your abdominals. You're going to lift the leg up. There's going to be a nice little squeeze in the bum, but you want to keep your spine really comfortable and strong. For this movement, you're going to need a mat and 1.5 to 2.5 pound ankle weights. I'm going to take a few moments to get you into this position because it's kind of a tricky stabilizing position. So what I want to do is have you just reach your right arm out on the mat, extend your left leg out, and we're going to actually find a spot where the contact between the left hip and the left elbow is comfortable. So you just need to find the spot where that hip can actually rest on the elbow, kind of like when you're learning how to do a tripod as a child to get into a headstand. So we're just going to lean into that hip, and then when you're ready, raise the right leg, and you're going to place the right foot at the ankle of the left leg, and you're just going to hold that, really using the muscles in your right arm to stabilize and everything through your abdominals. You're going to lift the leg up. There's going to be a nice little squeeze in the bum, but you want to keep your spine really comfortable and strong. For this movement, we're gonna start in a squatted position on the mat. The left hand is gonna have contact with the mat and the right arm is gonna have contact with the right ankle. You're actually gonna hold that ankle. You're gonna take the left leg in a turned out bend position at the bottom of the right ankle. This is a coupe position. Then you're gonna extend the right leg straight and bring the left leg up into a really high attitude, all while maintaining contact with the mat and your ankle. Drop and extend. And then you can repeat the same on the other side. For this move, we're gonna work your arms and we're gonna get your cardio moving as well. So I'd like for you to have 3-pound weights or less if needed in your hands. You're gonna open your arms to the side, elbows bent down towards your rib cage. We're gonna extend the arms straight up above your head, keeping the shoulders down, return to the starting position, and then extend the arms straight out in front of your shoulders and return to the starting position. But we're gonna jump while we do it. So here we go, and jump, punch and jump. Jump, punch and jump. Good job. For this movement, this is going to require your whole body to really be engaged. You are going to start with your right arm, which is really going to be supporting you. You're going to place your right foot in line with your right arm and your left foot back. You're going to reach to the ceiling with your left arm, pulling up your hips, and I prefer that you're up on your tippy toes here. So you're gonna reach to the ceiling, rotate the knee to the ground, and extend the left leg to the ceiling. So it's here, and then you're gonna pass through neutral to there. So keeping your hips lifted is the key, and your knee is gonna face the ceiling and then the ground. And then you can repeat on the other side. For the next move, you're gonna have 3-pound weights. We're gonna start with one arm staying still to the side in a V-like position. The other arm is gonna be raised up to the side where your elbow is even with your shoulder and your wrist is out even with your elbow. You're gonna rotate around in your shoulder and you're gonna punch forward. So you're gonna pull back, rotate, and punch. Pull and punch. Scoop and punch. I'm gonna have you lay on your side with your hands behind your head. Your hips are gonna be stacked and you're gonna take your front leg tucked in a running position and you're gonna switch the legs into an open scissor position here. So my front leg is actually a little lifted off of the ground and my back leg is up, reaching on a little upward diagonal. So tuck and extend. I would like for you to really keep your rib cage forward on the extension. Don't stay sunk back here. So I want you to actually lift. You are going to start with your legs out in front of you. You're going to roll back flat on the mat with your hands behind your head. Your legs are then going to be a little bit wider than shoulder width apart. You're going to crunch up as you bring your legs together and extend your right arm with your palm facing out to your left ankle, the outside of your left ankle. Return, open the legs, crunch up, and then it's going to be the right hand out to the right ankle. Back, roll, and reach. For this move, you're going to need 3-pound weights. You're gonna start with your left arm in a V position and your right arm folded into your stomach. You're gonna lift the elbow, keeping that bend, scoop and open. So meet the other arm, raise and open. Lift and open. Really extend, making sure that you've got range of motion in your shoulder here. Lift and open. I also want to make sure that you're not drooping the static arm too much, that you're really holding that weight up to where you can feel it in these nice little lines in your arms. So scoop and open. I would like for you to start with your feet shoulder width apart. Place your hands on your shoulders, gently pulling your shoulders down and elongating through your neck. Raise your elbows up, bring your elbows together, touch, open, wrists together, and return. Keep your shoulder girdle nice and organized here as we work the arms and upper back. All right, so here we go. The first thing we're gonna do is start down on the ground. You're gonna put your body into a position that's a little bit awkward to push up from. So your legs are bent and you're down on the ground and you're gonna push up into like a full plank, and you're just gonna extend your top leg. So you're gonna lower your body down and extend up. And I would do this 30 times. 2, 3, 4. Now what you're going to start to feel as you get higher on your reps is the back arm is what's going to be really working, because I've twisted your body weight to be more towards the back. So the left arm in the front is not really working, it's just pretty much stabilizing. So we're getting more of your body weight onto the back arm. And of course, when you do this on the right, please do it on the left too. All right, I'm gonna put you into a full plank position. You're gonna straighten one leg to the back. I'm straightening my right leg to the back now. You're gonna dangle your left leg. Again, more resistance up off of your core, more resistance on your arms. Of course, with these moves, you're working everything, but the concentration is on the arms. So you're here, and then you're gonna come here, and then you're gonna press up into a full extended leg and back down, tuck, hit, extend, down. So here and up, dangle and up. And you've got a little bit of a rhythm to this too. So anytime you've got weight transfers happening, your body's gonna react more and your brain really has to participate. This knee, I'm not smacking down on this knee. Part of the challenge on the arms and the upper body is that I'm lowering my knee down, literally like as if it were hitting a pillow. There's not any kind of impact on my knee. So one of the things you have to really make sure that you're doing is that you are controlling your own energy. We are going to get into a plank position, and we're just gonna take little switches with our knees. So we're gonna weight transfer to each side, and you have to stabilize immediately, depending on which song you have. Depending on the rhythm, you have to stabilize almost immediately before you can lift to the other side. So your arm is what's really the stabilizing factor here. Good job.